Welcome everyone. My name is Sumit. Today we will do the time and work part 3rd in which we will see the questions related to concept of alternate days. So what does alternate day mean here? Says our work is finished by A and B, but A and B are not working together. They work like A is doing the work first, then B is doing the next day, then again A is doing on third day, then again B is doing. So this is called alternate days. Similarly, B can also start the work. Like B is starting the work, then another day A is doing the work, then on third day B has come, then he left. On fourth day A has come. So this is called alternate day. So we will see the questions related to these types of problems. Now this is the first question. Let's see this one. A and B can do a piece of work in 20 days and 25 days. A start the work and they do this work in alternate days. In how many days will this work be completed? The question says if A can complete the work in 20 days and B can finish the work in 25 days. If they work alone and it says A start the work, that means A is starting the work and they are doing this work alternatively. That means on another day B is doing, on third day A is doing, on fourth day B is doing. So they are doing the work in this fashion. So we have to find out the days in which the whole work will be finished. So how we will find out the days? We will make the pairs of A and B and see in 2 days how much work they have done. Similarly, we will see how many such pairs are there and we will count it. Let's see this and you will understand it better. First, do as previous. Take the LCM. The LCM will be 100 and we know this part is efficiency. So we will get 25 is 100, 25 4 is 100. And now we know A in one day does 5 units of work. B in one day does 4 units and work. So in 2 days the work will be 9 units. So in 2 days it will be 9 units. And we know total work is 100. So what is the closest we can get with the help of 9? What should be multiplied with 9 so that it is near about 100? So if you multiply 11 here, it will be in 22 days 99 unit of work has been finished. So how much unit of work is left? Now only 1 unit of work is left. Now this one will be finished by A only because they have completed their turns. That means A has done, then B has done, then again A will do, then B will do. This way they have done it 11 times. Now it will be the turn of A. So A will finish this work. Are you getting this? So 1 unit of work will be done by A. And we know A will not take complete day to do this 1 unit of work because in one day it does 5 unit of work. For 1 unit of work it will take less than 1 day. So how much days it will take? See that in one day it does 5 unit of work. For 1 unit it will take, apply the unitary method, 1/5 of day. So A will take 1/5 of day for 1 unit of work. So what will be the total time now? Here it was 22 days. and 1 by 5 days by A. So it will be 20 to 1 by 5 days. So this will be the answer. This much time will be taken by A and B if they work alternatively. 22 and half, 22 and 1 by 5 days. Now let's see this question. A and B can do a piece of work in 20 days and 30 days respectively. A start the work and they do this work in alternate days. In how many days will this work will be completed? It says if A can do the work in 20 days and B can do the work in 30 days. A starts the work and they do the work alternatively. So they are doing the work in this fashion. So we have to find out the days in which the work will be completed. So I am giving you this question as a homework. You can tell me the answer of this question in the comment box. Also, you can do this question if here it is given as B starts the work. So tell the answer of both in the comment section. Now the next question is A, B and C can do a piece of work in 12, 15 and 20 days. How much minimum time should be required to complete this work if more than two persons cannot work in a day and in any two consecutive days same pair cannot work? It says, say A can do the work in 12 days, B can do the work in 15 days and C can do the work in 20 days. And they are asking about the minimum time. If more than two persons cannot work in a day, say it means either A plus B will do the work or B plus C or C plus A. Not more than two. That means only two persons will work in a day. And also any two consecutive days will not have the same pair. That means A plus B is working on the first day, it can't work on second day also. The pair has to be changed. This is what the question says. Now if we solve this question, first we will take the LCM. What will be the LCM? 60. 12 5s are, we know this is efficiency. 15 4s are, 23s are. This will be the efficiency. We know A plus B in one day we will do 5 plus 4 9. B plus C in one day will do 4 plus 3 7. And C plus A in one day will do 5 plus 3 8. So here they are saying not more than 2% work in a day, and we have to keep the time as minimum. So if we want to keep the time as minimum, the efficiency should be higher. So we will work with A plus B on first day. Say now we can work with C plus A. So A plus C or C plus A in one day they will do the work 8. And now we need not need B plus C. We can substitute B and C. What I am saying is we can write here as A plus B again, because it is fulfilling the condition that not more than two persons working in a day, and also in any two consecutive days same pair cannot work. So this way it will be more efficient, so it will take less time. Why we have not written here B plus C? Because it will increase our time. This question is bit tricky, so we have to understand there is a logic and reasoning in that. So on third day we will do with the a plus b, on fourth day we will do with the a plus c. So this way it will be finished. See, we are changing the pairs every day. This was the first day, this was the second day, so we are changing the pairs. Also, same pair is not working on the consecutive days, so we are fulfilling the conditions. Also, we have to minimize the time, so that's why we have taken the two highly efficient workers. Now we know a plus b and a plus c will work in an alternate fashion. So let me rub this one. So in 2 days they will finish the work 17 and total work is 60. So what could be the possible value that can be multiplied by 17 to reach to 60? So if we multiply it by 3, it will be 51, and if we multiply by 4, it will be greater than 60. So it can be multiplied by 3 only. So in 6 days 51 work will be completed. In 6 days 51 work will be completed. Now we are left with the 9 units of work, because total work was 60. So 9 units of work is left. That 9 will be done by a plus b, because a plus b does 9 units of work in one day. So in 7 days whole 60 work will be completed. So answer will be 7 days. Here if we have included b plus c also as a pair, it will be greater than 7 days. That's why we have taken a plus b and a plus c alternatively, because we have to find out the minimum time. And if we take b plus c as well, it will be greater than 7 days. So our answer will be 7 days. Now this question says A, B and C working separately can do a piece of work in 11 days, 20 days and 55 days respectively. In how many days the work will be completed if A is assisted by B and C on alternate days? The question says if A can do the work in 11 days, B can do the work in 20 days and C can do the work in 55 days, and it says in how many days the work will be completed if A is assisted by B and C on alternate days. That means A is working alone on the first day, and on the second day A is assisted by B and C. So on second day A plus B are doing the work. So this is what question says, and we have to find out the days. So we know for this, first take out the LCM. What will be the LCM? I have already told you many times, so I am not going to tell you again. The LCM will be 220. Here it will be 20. It will be 11 and it will be 4. Now we know A in one day does 20 units of work, and A plus B plus C in one day does the work. If we add this 5, 35, so it is doing 35 units of work. So in 2 days they does the work 55 units of work. So we have to find out how many days, and we know total work is 220. What should be multiplied by 55 to get the 220 or nearby it? So if we multiply 4 on both the sides, we will get 8 days. In 8 days we are able to complete the whole work 220. So we are getting 8 days as our answer. We are not getting any fraction. This is our whole answer. Now see this question. This is a holy question, so pay special attention to this. Ganga and Saraswati working separately can move a field in 8 hours and 12 hours respectively. If they work in stretches of 1 hour alternatively, Ganga beginning at 9 am, when will the moving be completed? It says Ganga can finish the work in 8 hours and Saraswati in 12 hours. And they work in stretches of 1 hour. Ganga beginning at 9 am. That means Ganga is doing the work first, then Saraswati, then again Ganga, then Saraswati. This way work is being done. So we have to find out the time at which the work will be completed. So we will take the LCM first. What will be the LCM? 24, 8 3s are 24, 12 2s are 24, and we know Ganga in 1 hour will do 3 units of work. Saraswati in 1 hour will do 2 units of work. So in 2 hours they will do 5 units of work, and we know total work is 24. So what should be multiplied by 5 to so that it is near to 24? If you multiply by 5 it will be 25, so we can't do that. So let's multiply with 4. So what we get in 8 hours, we get 20 units of work. Now 4 units of work is left. 4 unit left. Now we know Geeta in 1 hour does 3 units of work. So if we add 1 hour by Geeta, it will be 23 work. Now we know Saraswati does 2 units of work in 1 hour, but we are left with 1 unit of work only. So Saraswati will take half hour. So plus half hour more by Saraswati. This is done by Ganga. This is done by Saraswati. Then total work will be done. So how much total time? So the total time they took is 8 plus 1 9 plus half. So 9 hours 30 minutes they took to complete the work. And we know Ganga began at 9 am. If we add 9 hours 30 minutes to 9 am, what will we get? If we add 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 30 minutes. That means 18:30. And what is 18:30? We know 18:30 is 6:30 pm. So this is the answer. 6:30 pm, second option. A and B can finish the work working on alternate days in 19 days when A start the work. However, they can finish the work in alternate days in 119 by 6 days when B works on the first day. Find out the days does A take to finish the work alone. It says if A is starting the work, which means A does the work, then B, then A, then B. This way, the work is finishing in 19 days. Now, if B starts the work, it means they are doing the work like this. Then it takes 119 by 6 days. We can write this as 19 by 5 by 6 days. So, if we see that here it is taking more time compared to here, and we have to find out if A does this work alone, how much time it will take. Now if we do further analysis, we will see that A is starting the work here and B is doing on the second day, and here B is starting the work and A is doing on the second day. So if we count 19 days, so it will work 9 days and it will work 9 days. So the total there will be 18 days, and if we add one more day to A, because A is starting here, now the work will be finished. So if we see that A has worked for 10 days and B has worked for 9 days, and if we see here, it is written as 9 15 by 6 days. If we write 9 days here and 9 days here, we get the total 18 days. Now if we add one day here, it will be 19 days total. Now 5 by 6 work will be done by A. So B is doing 10 days here and A is doing 5 by 6 days here. We got the days for which they are working in both the cases. A is working for 10 days here, 9 days here, and B is working for 10 days here and A is working for 5 by 6 days. Why we have done this? So that we will compare the total work. Now we know the total work will be equal to, if A does the work for 10 days, it will do 10A and B will do 9B. This work will be equal to the work done by these two. Then here it will be 10B plus 5 by 6 A, and we know they will do the same work, so total work will be same. Now if we simplify this, 10A minus 5 by 6 can be written as 59 by 6 A, and we know 10B minus 9B is B. Now if we take the LCM, 60 minus 59, it will be 1 A. So A by B will be 6 by 1. So we got the ratio of the efficiency. We know this part already. We have done this part in second part of the video. So these are the efficiency of A and B. A is doing with the efficiency 6, B is doing with the efficiency 1. Now if we know the efficiency, we can find out the total work. So let me put the value of these efficiency in this equation. 10A plus 9B. We know A is 6, 10 6 is 60 plus 9B, B is 1, 9. So 69 is the total work. This is the total work, and we have to find out the, let me check what we have to find out. We have to find out the days that A will take to finish the work. So we have to find out the days taken by A. For that, we know if we divide total work by efficiency, we get the days, and we have to find out the days. So what is the total work here? 69. And what is the efficiency of A? Efficiency of A is 6. So if we cut this, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So we will get 23 by 2 days as our answer. So this concludes part third of our time and work. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care, be happy, bye bye.